we're going to write that down. Actually, you're going to give me 2 minutes for an intro, a quick intro. And this is game one of the Seaver Experiment. Game one of the Seaver Experiment, and we're going to run the stats for Seaver over the course of 35 starts in 1969. And we're going to compare and contrast how he does. He had a 25 and 7 record with, I think, a 2.20 some odd ERA. So we're going to see how close we can reach and how close we can end up by the time the season's over. The first team that we play is going to be the Montreal Expos. And I'm going to go over the lineups real quick. And here we go with the lineups. It's going to be, I didn't set up the hot and cold batters, but I will do that in a second. And I will add the data as we go. It's Wills at shortstop, leading off. It's batting second is Sutherland at second base. Batting third is Staub in right field. Cleanup is Mac Jones, the left fielder. Bob Bailey at first base. Bateman, the catcher, batting sixth. Batting seventh is LeBoy, third baseman. Ty Klein in center field, and M. Grant as the pitcher. For the Mets, you're going to see Tommy Agee leading off. Gaspar in right field, batting second. Batting third is Ken Boswell, the second baseman. Cleanup is Cleon Jones, the left fielder. Batting fifth is Ed Charles, the third baseman. Batting sixth, Ed Kranepool, the first baseman. Jerry Grody, batting seventh. Bud Harrelson, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Tom Seaver, batting ninth. Let's get started. 1969, the Seaver Experiment begins. I will compare and contrast next game how he did in his first game compared to how it turns out today. So watch for game two. I'm going to try to play game two tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. It's going to be against St. Louis 5 days later. This is April 8th, I believe. April 8th, 1969. So let's get started. It's going to be Maury Wills. Running, he's active, so I'm going to put an A in there. He's active, and that's a 1-1-3 for Maury. 1-1-3 is an ace. Seaver is an ace, so it's a ground ball to first base, one away. Let me double check for the hot and cold batters. I had a center fielder was hot. Now I need the cold batter. That's going to be a 1. That's going to be, I guess, the pitcher bats, so he can be cold, right? Okay, and for the Mets, a 6 is the shortstop. He's going to be hot. And the cold batter for the Mets is a 7, the left fielder. Going to be Cleon Jones. There you go. Okay, so one away. And it's going to be Gary Sutherland, the second baseman. That's a 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he is. He lines out to the second baseman, Boswell, 2 away. And Rusty Staub, 2-4-5. Is Staub a hero? Yes, he is. So he singles to left field. So Staub is on at first. There goes Seaver's no-hitter. Okay, 2-2-4. Pitching at home, yes he is. It's a high pop in the infield, and that's going to be Harrelson calling for it. And that's all she wrote for the first inning. Okay, Tommy Agee is going to lead off against Mudcat Grant, a workman and control. 1-1-1. Is he an ace? No. Is he a scrapper? No. Home run to left field. Tommy Agee knocks that one out of the park, and the Mets are up 1-0. Rod Gaspar. That's a 2-3-4. 2-3-4. Runners on base. No. Hot batter. No. And that's a infield fly to the left side. It's going to be the third baseman, LeBoy. One away. Kenny Boswell. It's a 4-4-6. Is Grant a star? No, he is not. So that's like utility or patient. No. It's a single to right. And we're going to be on the player experience, Cleon Jones. Grant is an icon, and Jones is a semi-icon. I'm going to roll 2. And so it's 3-4. It asks me, is the batter a prospect? No, he is not. Otherwise, it's a ground out to first base. So, and that is a 3. So a 3 is going to be fielder's choice. So the first baseman, 3-4, first baseline. It says runners advance. Okay, well, all right, so it's a ground ball to the first baseman. There's no fielder's choice as far as it says there, so. Ed Charles. And that's a 1-2-6. 1-2-6. Is he fresh? Yes. Line drive to the second baseman, Sutherland. And that's 1, 2, 3 outs. But the Mets get 1 run on 2 hits. And after 1, Mets 1, and the Expos zip. Okay, 3-3-5. 3-3-5. Is Seaver wild? No. Sad sack? No. It's a single to right. Stolen base. But Stoic holds, and he is semi-stoic. So, semi-stoic. So he's not semi-stoic at this point. So I guess that would make him neutral. Stoic hole, so he's not stoic right now. So that's going to be a stolen base. A single. And a stolen base. Bateman. Let's see, 2-2-4. 2-2-4. Pitching at home, yes. High fly to the infield. 4-5. Is he a hero? No, he is not. Say high fly in the infield. And that's going to be second baseman Boswell. And we're going to go to the player experience chart with Ed Kranepool. Ed Kranepool is semi-stoic. Icon against Grant, who is an icon. So icon versus icon. Oh. Say 2-3. Prospect, no. Otherwise, grind out to second base. 1 away. Jerry Grody. And it's a 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Is Grant Flash? No. Home run king? No. It's a 1 hopper to the first baseman. Bailey takes it himself, 2 away. And Buddy Harrelson. 466, 466, wild, no, home run king or slugger, please. It's a single to left. So Harrelson's on at first, and we're going to see Seaver with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Out to the crowd, they're very, very quiet tonight. Let's see what goes on here. There we go. Brought some life to this game. All right, 235. 235, wild, based on balls, eager. See, eager, he's eager. So that's going to be a single through shortstop, unless he's a whiffer. If he's a whiffer, he's, yeah, strike 3 on Seaver. We go to top of the third. Maury Wills. Actually, no, it's the pitcher Grant. Mudcat Grant. Love that name, Mudcat Grant. Gotta be old school. Nobody's called Mudcat today. All right. Mudcat Grant. 445. 445. Patient. No. Ground out to the first baseman. Crane Pool. He takes it. And that's going to be Maury Wills. The speedster, Maury Wills. Broke all stolen base records until I think Ricky Henderson showed up. 344. 344 prospect. No. He's an icon by this time. 344. Patient. No. High fly to the left side. And that's Boswell. 2 away. And Gary Sutherland. 556. Ace, yes he is. Line out to the third baseman. To the Met third baseman, Charles. Bottom of the third. Got work tomorrow, so there'll be maybe 1 game late in the evening. Although I go in late, so that's why I'm staying up a little bit late playing some ball. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Flash and fresh, yes he is. Wait, we are doing the Mets now, so no, he is not flash. Excuse me. I was thinking of Seaver. So it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is Wills. Wills over to first. 1 away. Rod Gasper. Let's see, 1, 2, 5. Struggler, no. Patient, no. Whiffer, no. So it's a ground out to the third baseman. LeBoy over to first. 2 away. Kenny Boswell. And let's see, 155. 155. Home run king, no. Fly ball. Center field. Klein makes a catch. The end of 3. Mets 1. Expos zip. We go to Rusty Staub. He singled in his last at bat. He's the biggest threat that the Expos have in 69. 255. 255. Home run king. He is a home run king. And he gets a hold of 1, hits that deep, back to the fence, and that's gone. Home run, Rusty Staub. One to one. And we see Mac Jones. Mac. All right, Mac. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. An iron catcher. No. Not an iron catcher. Good eye, no. Strikeout. And we go to the right now for Bailey. We go to the right now for Beetle Bailey. I think Bob Bailey ends up with the Toronto Blue Jays, if my memory serves me right. So we go right now. We drop a die. We go right now. Let's see what happens right now. It's an 11. Cold pitcher, no. Fly ball to shallow right. And in comes the right fielder, Gaspar. 2 away. And it's Bateman, John Bateman, the catcher. Johnny Bateman, the catcher, 166er. 166er against Seaver. Whiffer. Is he a whiffer? The decided die says no. It's a ground out to the third baseman, Charles. Charles over to first. And that's the end of the top of the 4th inning. But the Expos tie the game with a home run by Rusty Staub. That is their main threat. And it's going to be, we're going to go to the player experience. It's going to be a semi-icon versus an icon. Mudcat Grant is an icon. Oh, there we go again. My brain's not working. All right, a 1-3. 1-3 asks me if the pitcher is a prospect. No. So it's a ground ball to the third baseman. LeBoy. Over to Bailey. 1 away. Eddie Charles batted .207. So extremely light hitting third baseman. But he's a platoon guy, so 1-2-3. 1-2-3. Both flash and fresh, no. And that's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop. Wills over to Bailey, 2 down, and Cranepool, Eddie Cranepool. Let's say 2-5-6. 2-5-6, is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient is the matter. Champion or patient? No. Infield drama. Okay. Infield drama. Let's see. A 1-2. Infield drama, 1-2. Is the shortstop iron? I do not believe he is. There's not many gold. Klein is a gold. Let me write that in there. Semi-gold. No. And Sutherland iron. Semi-iron. And that's about it. And Bateman's iron. Okay. So it was a 1-2. Shortstop, no. Otherwise, it's an error. A 2-base error. Shortstop iron. Oh, okay. Otherwise, it's a batter safe at first on an error. 1-base error by the shortstop, Wills. So with 2 out, Cranepool gets on base on a mishandled grounder by Maury Wills, and we're going to go to Jerry Grody. Jerry Grody, 245. 245. Is he a hero? No. It's a high fly to the right side. It's going to be the second baseman, Sutherland, for the 3rd out. And we're going to go to the player experience chart. Player experience chart. Still 1-1 going to the top of the 5th inning. This game is moving along. I hope I don't jinx it by saying that. I would like to get some data from my experiment. It's exciting. So I'm going to play the whole 35 starts that Seaver had and see how he does compared to how he did in 69. All right, so this is one. I got to drop 1, and we're on the player experience. It's a 4-6, and this is going to be a prospect against a semi-prospect. So a 4-6 player experience. A 4-6 is an icon pitcher, no. Otherwise, a hard shot to shallow right. Great play by first baseman to the pitcher out. So there you go. Great play by Cranepool in shallow right field. Spins and throws out LeBoy, 3-1. And it's going to be Klein. Ty Klein. 255. 255. It's fly ball to left field, and that's Cleon Jones for the 2nd out. And now we go to the pitcher, Mudcat Grant. Mudcat Grant. That's 223. Mudcat Grant, 223. See, wild, no. Slugger or utility. He is a utility. This could be and is he a whiffer? Yes, he is. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Seaver. And that's the end of the top of the 5th. Go to the bottom of the 5th. It's going to be Bud Harrelson, Seaver, and Tommy Agee. Agee gave the Mets their only run with a leadoff home run in the first inning. Buddy Harrelson, 156, 156. Is he a whiffer? No, he is not. Outfield drama. Outfield drama. 4-5. The center fielder, Gold. He's semi-gold. The side of the die says no. And it's a sinker that falls in for a base hit. So, Buddy's 2 for 2. There you go. And that was Ty Klein. I remember seeing gold. I wrote it down, but yeah, it's semi-gold. Okay. All right, so we're going to have Seaver. Oh, what did I do with Mudcat? What did I do with Mudcat? There he is. Put him back. And I got to pick up Seaver because Seaver's going to bunt. Actually, I don't even have to pick him up. Let's see what happens on a bunt. And that's a 3. That should be a good bunt. Out of first runner advance. Sacrifice for Seaver. So Harrelson's at second now, and Tommy Agee's the batter. Bottom of the 5th inning. Game's tied at 1 apiece. And it's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? Champion or patient? No. Infield drama. Infield drama. Let's see what happens. Infield drama. 3-4. Is the third baseman gold? No. LaBoy is not gold. So it's a base hit. Just a ball that the third baseman couldn't reach. And that's a 3. Let's see what happens there. Let's look at the base running rules chart. A 3. Okay. Base running now. Runners advance 2 bases on any hit. That's a RBI single for Tommy Agee. RBI single for Tommy Agee. Harrelson scores. Oop. Gave the RBI to the wrong one. All right, so the Mets are up 2-1. And it's Rod Gasper. So it's a 3-4-4. It's a prospect. Is Gasper? Yes, he is a prospect. So 3-4. That's the first time I think that came up and where I said yes, he is. 3-4-4. A well hit fence. Let's see what happens there. So we got to go to the fence micro chart, and he falls under the scrapper. So not too much is going to happen. We're going to roll one die, and that's a 3 under scrapper, and that's going to be a double. And that's going to be a double. And we're going to use that 3 as our lead die. And that's going to be run advance 2 bases on any hit, single or double. Stoic runner on first advances only to second on a single, third base on a double. Okay. So Agee's going to stop at third. And there's one away, and there's runners on second and third for Ken Boswell. Ken Boswell actually had a pretty good batting average in 69. I think he batted 287. So it's a 4-4-6. A 4-4-6 with second and third. A 4-4-6. Let's see what happens. 4-4-6. A star. Is Grant a star? No, he is not. Satsec utility or patient? No. Satsec utility. It's a single to right. He's not active. Single to right. And that's a lead die of 4. And a lead die of 4. Runners advance 2 bases on singles. So that's a 2-run single by Kenny Boswell. That scores Agee, and around comes Gasper, who doubled. And the Mets now lead at 4-1. Wow. Okay. And Boswell's at first, and Cleon Jones. So Mudcat getting roughed up. 3-6-6. 3-6-6. Pinch hitter, no. That's a fly ball to center. Klein. 2 away. And Ed Charles. I doubted Charles is going to get a hit here. 1-1-2, 1-1-2, 1-1-2. Is he a flash? No. Sad sack. Yes, he is. So that's a high fly to the left side, and that's a shortstop. Will's calling for it, and that's a third out. So that's the end of the 5th. But the Mets pick up 3 huge runs for Tommy Seaver, the franchise, so he's excited. But let's see what happens. Let's see if Tom can hold him. You never know in this crazy game. Never know. All right. Maury Wills against Tom Seaver. 1-2-4. 1-2-4. Tommy Seaver is semi-control. He is control, so it's a ground ball to Harrelson. Harrelson over to Cranepool. And that's 1 out in the top of the 6th. Sutherland. Gary Sutherland. And it's a 2-4-5. 2-4-5. Wow, he's a good. That's the first good eye I've seen. So I haven't played that many games. So that's a high fly to the left side, and that's going to be Boswell. And that's going to take us to the experience chart for Rusty Staub. Rusty is a semi-icon against Seaver, who is a semi-prospect. So let's see what happens here. Oh, once again. And it's a 1-5. 1-5. Is the batter a prospect? No, he is not. He's an icon. Let me see if I can move my finger so you can see it. So 1-5. Batter prospect? No, otherwise it's a single, so stop. Singles. Gets his second hit. 2-out hit. And he's 3 for 3, actually. He's got a single, a home run, and now another single. 3 for 3. So Rusty's showing off his talents to the Mets because eventually he will be on the Mets. And now it's Mac Jones. Mac Jones does have some power, so he's a home run, semi-home run king. So Seaver better proceed with caution, if you will. Don't want to let the Expos back into the game. And this is a big lead for 1969, by the way, especially against a pitcher like Seaver. So it's 3-4-6. 3-4-6. Is he eager? No, he is not. It's going to be a base on balls. So it's a walk. Staub moves over to second. First and second, 2 away. And it's Bob Bailey. Bob Bailey is a semi-slugger. And let's see, 1-2-5, 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Patient, no. Whiffer, yes. Strike 3. That's Seaver's 4th strikeout. And that's all she wrote for the top of the 6th. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Score Mets 4, Expos 1. It's going to be Ed Cranepool, Jerry Grody, and Bud Harrelson. The bottom of the 6th. A 1-1-3. Slugger. Yes, he is. And that's going to be there's a little home run legend. No. So it's a double to left field. So Cranepool doubles to left. So Cranepool out at second. And we're going to take a look at the, you know what? I'm going to let him stay in until he gets his 5th run. If he gives up the 5th run. So it's going to be Grody. Grody's a 3-4-4. 3-4-4. Is the pitcher a prospect? No, he's an icon. Patient? No. And it's a pop-up infield, high pop-up. And Sutherland over puts it away. 1 out. Harrelson. 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Wild. Base on balls. No. No. Say ground ball to second base. And that's going to move Cranepool over. And Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver's going to bat with a runner on third. 2 away. 2-2-3. 2-2-3. He's a utility, but it says no, he is not a utility. So it's a single to left. RBI single for Tom Seaver. Drives home Cranepool. And that's his 5th run, and that's going to be all she wrote for Grant, Mudcat Grant. So say goodbye to Mudcat Grant. And we're going to look at the pitchers they used in that game. Shaw, Sembera, I don't know who I have here, but whoever I find first. Shaw, Sembera. Let's see if either of those guys are here. They're Carol Sembera. And I'm going to tidy him up a little bit. He looks kind of sharp, if you will. So I use this little cutter here, and I'm gonna beautify. There you go. So Sembera's coming in, and I'm gonna probably pull a double switch. Let me find another first baseman here. Need another first baseman. I don't know if they did have another first baseman. Not sure who it is. Is there a closer there? Outfielder. Infielder. I don't know if he plays first base. Not clear. Well, I know Ron Fairley plays first base. So, and he's with the Expos. So I'm going to bring in Fairley, and he's going to go into the 9th spot. Fairley will be the first baseman, and then in that Bailey spot is going to be the pitcher. So I'm going to put a star there. That tells me where Sembera is, and we're going to use a green marker to kind of highlight where Sembera's coming in. There's 2 outs, runner on first, and he's going to face AG. So that box is going to get colored green. And let's fix that up here real quick. Let me get there's a baggie, and put it in a couple of baggies. I don't bag everybody. I'm just going to bag the guys I'm going to use, since I'm only playing 1 game with this team right now. And then I go over to St. Louis. There's 2 starts for Seaver, consecutive starts against St. Louis. There we go, Sembera, Carol Sembera, and Ron Fairley is going to go into that last spot, the pitcher spot, right before Wills. All right, I did all that administrative work there, and now we're going to go to Tommy Agee against Carol Sembera. Let's see what happens. Runner on first. All right, 3-4-5. 3-4-5 is in an iron catcher. Yes, it is. Iron catcher. It's a walk. So Agee walks, and now it's first and second. Seaver goes over to second. Got to highlight another box. Didn't think it was going to be necessary. We're going to have Gasper. Gasper doubled the last time up. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Rod Gasper, he's a prospect. Let's see if you can see that. So he must be a new player. 4-6-6. 4-6-6. 4-6-6. Is he wild? He's semi-wild, and he is wild, so that's a walk. Bases are now loaded. Okay, so he walks 2 consecutive batters, and now it's Ken Boswell. Ken Boswell is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. And it's a 2-2-6, 2-2-6, 2-2-6. Batter is hit by pitch. The decided die says yes. So Seaver scores. And that's an RBI for Boswell. And now he's a semi-struggler because he's allowed 3 consecutive base runners. And it's Cleon Jones. The Mets are now up 6-1. Cleon Jones, and Barrett can't get it out. My goodness, I'm going to have to bring in another pitcher now. See what happens here. 1-1-5, 1-1-5. Is he fresh? No. Home run king or sad sack? No. So it's going to be a double to left. And a double to left. That's 1 base on hits, 2 bases on doubles. So that's going to score 2 runs. A 2-run double by Jones on their 1-1-5. Goodness gracious. 2 RBIs. Boswell stops at third. And Ed Charles the batter. And we're going to have to bring in another pitcher. Enough is enough, as they say. So let's see who else is on the list of pitchers that pitch. Sean McGinn and Robertson. You see who I pick up first. Sean McGinn and Robertson. Sean McGinn and Robertson. There's Robertson. Okay, Jerry Robertson. It's a righty. And let's clip him a little bit. Here, clip his edges here. Borrow this from my wife. I'm not going to put him in a bag. I'm just going to throw him there right now. Robertson. Bring him in, Robertson. And he's going to be a blue. Got a blue marker. All right, at Charles, so there's an ace. First batter, right? An ace to the first batter, Charles, with a runner on second. The Mets are now scored 4 runs in this inning. They're up 8-1. At Charles, 2-4-6. 2-4-6. Is he control? No, he is not. Eager or sad sack? He's a sad sack. So that's a high pop infield fly to the left side, and it's the third baseman, LeBoy. And that's all she wrote for the Mets, but they score 4 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. Okay. And it's going to be Bateman, the catcher, LeBoy, and Klein against Tom Seaver. 4-4-6. 4-4-6. Okay. There's a sad sack, utility, or patient. He is a sad sack, so that's going to be a call third strike. 5th strikeout for Seaver. LeBoy is up. That's a 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? Yes, he is. A strikeout. 6th strikeout for Seaver. And it's Ty Klein. Ty Klein. 1-1-1. Is he an ace? Yes. Hard hit grounder to Charles. Over to first. And that's 3 up, 3 down. Seaver. Okay. Bottom of the 7th. Ed Kranepool against Jerry Robertson. 6-6-6 for Eddie Kranepool. See what that means. Is he an ace? No. Sad sack? No. Deep drive glove. Okay, we're going to go to the... I believe we're going to go to He Leaps. Let's see if it is. No, it isn't. So that means it's going. 2. Center fielder Gold. He's semi-gold. Semi-gold. Let me roll this. I don't know if I should roll it again, but probably take a home run away. So if he's so he is gold. He center fielder, he leaps. Okay. So then I have to roll in the he leaps chart. That's what I'm understanding here. And that's going to be a 1. He got it out. So the center fielder, Ty Klein, robs, the gold center fielder robs Ed Kranepool of a home run. Goes over the fence, brings it back in. Kranepool's not happy about that. It wasn't meant to be. Okay, Jerry Grody. 244. 244. See a whiffer? No, it's a ground ball. Shortstop. That's Wills over to first. Two down. Now we're going to go to Buddy Harrelson. I tried to use a blue highlighter. It was so dark I couldn't see the pencil, so I had to use my blue shader, my blue colored pencil instead. And that's a 445. 445. So Workman, no. Patient, no. It's a ground ball to the first baseman. Fairly takes it himself, and that's the third out. So we go to top of the 8th. It's going to be Ron Fairley with his first at bat. First at bat for Fairley. That's a 236. 236, double control, no. Pitcher batting, no. It's a walk. So Fairley walks. Ron Fairley. It's going to be Maury Wills. See what happens here. Let's see, 1-1-2. 1-1-2. Flash, strikeout. Seaver gets his 7th strikeout. Two, 2-3-5. Eager. He is eager. So Eager's a single. Oh, unless he's a whiffer. No, he's not. So it's a single through short. Single through short, runner advance, 1 base on singles. So Fairley goes to second. First and second here in the top of the 8th inning. Rusty Staub, who's 3 for 3 on the day. It's 2-3-5. 2-3-5. Wild, no. Eager, no. Patient. Saturday says he is patient. If he's patient, it draws a walk. So Rusty Staub walks. Bases are now loaded. Bases are loaded here in the top of the 8th inning. And that's trouble. We may pull Seaver right now. Let's take a look. Closer Ron Taylor. I don't think so. We don't need him. Relief pitcher Nolan Ryan. Who do I have here that I can bring in to relieve? Cal Kuntz. He actually pitched in this game. Cal Kuntz is going to come in. And we're going to bring in Weiss to play shortstop. Do a double switch. And Kuntz. And Kuntz is going to be orange. Okay, and all I have to do, Kuntz is in there, so I have to grab Weiss and put him batting 9th. So that way I don't have to mess around with 100 different substitutions. Makes my life much easier. Okay, so the bases are loaded. It's the cleanup hitter, Mac Jones, against, what's his name? Cal Coons, relief pitcher for the Mets. Could have brought in a lefty, but I didn't. Just brought in a righty. Not worried about it right now. 133. 133. Is he a slugger? Ooh, no, he is not a slugger. Goodness gracious. But there's no decide or die there to make him a slugger. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly. Runner holds on fly out, so no. It's not deep enough to get him in. So that's a second out. Fly out to Cleon Jones. And it's going to be Bailey. Oh no, it's a pitcher spot. Goodness gracious. The pitcher spots. We're going to have to find another pitcher. McGinn. We're going to bring in Don Bosch to bat. And we're going to find out. We're going to get another pitcher. Shaw. Shaw is going to pitch. Don Shaw. Okay, we're going to clip this boy. It's my clipper. I can feel it getting heavy. It doesn't clip very well once it gets heavy. Okay, so Don Shaw is going to be the new pitcher. Going to write him in. And he's going to be orange. Okay. And we need Don Bosch is going to be the pinch hitter. So Bosch, let me write that in. Bosch for, who was that last pitcher? Robertson. Top of the 8th. 2 outs. 2 outs, bases loaded. Don Bosch. Don't know what kind of season he had. Okay. And it's 3-5-6. 3-5-6. Are they the same? Well, he bats both ways, so it's not. They're not going to be the same. 3-5-6. Utility or sad sack. But the decided die says no to both. So it's a single down the. He's batting lefty down the right field line. And runners advance 2 bases. So it's a 2-run single. Pinch hit single by Bosch. He's an A. There you go. 2-run single. And that scores Fairley from third and Sutherland from second, and Staub goes to third. So first and second now. It's 8-3. And those 2 runs will be charged to Seaver. And it's the catcher, John Bateman. Say 2-6-6. 2-6-6. Runner on first is picked off. Runner on first is picked off. That's not going to make the manager happy. Bosch gets picked off, gets caught leaning. Don't know where he was going, down by 5 runs. But that's it. That's it for the top of the 8th inning. And the Expos come up with 2 runs on 2 hits. And the score now is Mets 8, Expos 3. And it's going to be Don Shaw pitching to Tommy Agee. I'm sorry, it's the pitcher who's going to lead off. But we made a double switch, so we should see Weiss in here. There he is. Okay. Al Weiss is going to bat. And okay, Al Weiss the shortstop. Say 1-2-2. Is Shaw a Workman? Yes, he is. So it's a single to center. So Al Weiss. Singles to center. Now it's Tommy Agee. Tommy Agee is 2 for 3 on the day. He's got a walk, a single, and a home run. He's driven in 2 runs for the Mets. Say 145, 145. Is he a struggler? No. It's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman, and he throws over to the second baseman, Sutherland, over to first. Double play. 5, 4, 3 double play. 2 outs. Rod Gasper. Gasper's 1 for 3, doubled, and then he walked in last inning and scored. And it's a 2-5-6. 2-5-6. Struggler no. Champion or patient? No. Infield drama. See what happens. Infield drama. Say 3-4. It's a third baseman gold. No. Third baseman's not gold. Base hit. Single for Gasper. Second hit of the game. And it's going to be Kenny Boswell. Kenny Boswell's 2 for 3. Driven has 3 RBIs. He got hit by a pitch last time up with the bases loaded. And that scored Seaver. All right, a 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Whiffer or cold? No. Is he cold? Let me check. Boswell. No. Cold is it? He struck out last time. No. So 1-3-6 is going to be infield drama. Infield drama. Let's see. 1-3, 1-3. Third baseman ironed. No. Say ground ball to the third baseman, LeBoy, over to Fairley. And that's all she wrote for the bottom of the 8th. Mets strand 1 and lead 8-3. Go to the top of the 9th. So it's going to be Cal Kuntz against Coco. Actually, no. Bateman was left standing at the plate when Bailey fell asleep at first base and was picked. I'm sorry, the pinch hitter Bosch fell asleep and was picked off. Okay, John Bateman. 2-4-6. 2-4-6. Eager or sad sack? No. 2-4-6. It's a walk. So Bateman walks. A leadoff walk. We're going to have LeBoy, Klein, and Fairley. All right. Let's see. 2-3-4. 2-3-4. Runners on base, yes. Plate drama. Plate drama. Let's see what happens. 2-5. Catcher gold, yes. Grody is gold. So digs it out of the dirt. Ball. All right. Good play by Grody. It's a tremendous catcher. All right, defensive catcher. 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Flash. He's semi-flash. Decided that says no. Home run king. The boy's not a home run king. So it's a ground ball to the first baseman. Runners advance 1 base. Okay, so Bateman's in second. And Ty Klein. And 4-4-6. 4-4-6. Pitcher star, no. That's like utility or patient. Yes, but the side die says no. So it's a single to right field. Single to right field on a 4. Runner advances 2 bases. Oh, so he was okay. So he's going to score. So an RBI single for Klein. And it's going to be Ron Fairley now. And it's a 3-3-4. 3-3-4. Acer star. No. Sad sack. No. Single to left unless he's eager. No. So it's a single to left. And a 3 says that runners advance 2 bases on any hit. Okay, so that sends Klein over to third. Single. First and third now, 1 out. It's 8-4. Maury Wills. I think he's the first active batter that I've played with. 1-3-6. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No. Whiffer or cold? Is he a cold? Maury Wills. Maury Wills. Yes, he is cold. He struck out last time at bats. Strikeout. He strikes out again. That's a second out. See if Kuntz can get out of this so I don't have to bring in warm up another pitcher. Sutherland. 8-4. And the first and third, 2 outs. So 1-2-2, 1-2-2. Workman. He is a workman, and that's a single to center. Oh my goodness gracious. RBI single. Runners advance 1 base on hits, 2 base on doubles. So that's Fairley goes over to second, an RBI single. And now we go to Rusty Stop. Great. Okay, so we got to bring in a new pitcher. We're going to bring in Nolan Ryan. Actually, at this point, it's a save situation. So they have a closer here. I don't know who the closer is, really, but it says closer, so that the Mets closer is Ron Taylor. Ron Taylor. So he must be pretty good. Don't know anything about him. Okay, Ron Taylor comes in. He's a star, a semi-flash, a semi-control, and an ace right now. Okay, and let me get a new color in there for the new pitcher. It's going to be blue. First and second, 2 out. But it looks like the tying run is now at the plate in Rusty Staub, who is 3 for 3 on the day with a home run. So this is going to be Taylor. See what happens. Rusty Staub scores 8-5, top of the 9th, 2 out. First and second, Rusty Staub, the batter, against the closer for the Amazons, Ron Taylor. Say 3-4-6. 3-4-6. There's nothing under pitcher, which is not good. Eager. Is he eager? No, he is not. It's a base on balls. So the bases are now loaded. So that's a walk. So now the go-ahead run is at the plate. Bases are loaded. And it's Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a home run king, semi-home run king, and a whiffer against Taylor. 1-1-1 and decide to die bullet. Oh goodness. All right. Is he an ace? Well, no, he was an ace against the first batter, but not anymore. Is he a scrapper? No, he is not. Home run to left field. The crowd here at Shea is in shock. Rusty Staub's hits a grand slam home run to give the Expos a 9-8 lead. Top of the ninth inning against Ron Taylor, the Mets closer. And this was a sure victory for Seaver. And not anymore. So there goes Seaver's win. He pitched a pretty good game. Only gave up 3 runs. But he got pulled. Got pulled in the 8th inning with 1 out. And so the Shea is in shock right now. You could hear a pin drop in here. So now it's the pitcher spot, and we're letting the pitcher bat. At this point, with 2 outs and nobody on base, the pitcher's going to bat. And it's Don Shaw. And it's 3-3-6. Not an ace. Sad sack utility or patient. He's all those things. So it's a call third strike. So wow. All right, so the Expos come up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs in the top of the 9th inning to go ahead of the Mets by a score of 9-8. They scored 8 runs in the last 2 innings of the game. All right, so it's going to be Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones. Let's see if the Expos, I think they have a closer too, who I don't know. So let's look for that guy. Okay, I can't figure out who the closer is for the Expos. Let's see. But I know because it says, oh, there he is. Dan McGinn. Dan McGinn. We're going to clip his wings here on camera. Let's see. McGinn. Wow, this is a shocker. All right. So McGinn is going to come in. I'm going to put him in as red. Wow. Okay. No, actually, we're going to put him in as blue. Blue we used already, so we're going to use, you can't use yellow. Yeah, we'll use yellow. So we're going to use McGinn. All right. All right, here goes. Cleon Jones. It's going to be Cleon Jones, Ed Charles, and Ed Kranepool for the Mets. They're down by 1 run. Bottom of the 9th. All right, it's 2-2-2 for, let's see, McGinn is a flash. So he's not a workman. Champ or whiffer. He is a semi-champ, and it says he's a champ, so that's a single through the infield, right underneath the third baseman's glove. LeBoy's glove. Just couldn't get to it. And the Mets have the tying run on base. All right, so what do we do now? Let's look at the Mets bench. This is a lefty, so what do we have? Duffy Dyer. I'm going to bring in Duffy Dyer to pinch hit. So Dyer for Charles, bottom of the 9th. Duffy Dyer for Charles in the bottom of the 9th. Let's see what happens. Mets are down by 1 run on the bottom of the 9th. Nobody out. And Jones at first. Let's say 3-4-5. 3-4-5. Is it an iron catcher? Yes, he is. Bateman is iron, so it's a walk. Base on balls. So the Amazons got something going here in the bottom of the 9th inning. And Eddie Kranepool, it's a lefty, but he's going to bat. And that's a 1-3-5 with first and second. 1-3-5. Unusual result. Wow. Okay. Unusual result. It's a black 1. Unusual. Okay, there it is. It's a ballpark quality. All right. It's a ballpark quality. So we're going to roll 2 dice and the decider die. See what happens here. This is a grass field and normal for both lefties and righties. So it's a 2-5. 2-5. Small ballpark. Caught. Okay, otherwise caught near left field fence, fly out. So nobody's advancing to the left field. So that's a fly out. So we got first and second. And Jerry Grody. We're going to look at the Mets bench. And who do we got in there? And then Art Shamsky had a pretty good year. And Art Shamsky, but he's a lefty. I don't know if I want to bring him in to face a lefty. See if I have anybody who's worthy, who's a right-handed batter. Yeah, I have Don Clendenin. All right, good. Don Clendenin is going to bat for Jerry Grody. So let me write that in. Clendenin. And that was an A. This is going to be a B. Clendenin for Grody. Bottom of the 9th. All right, let's see what happens. Don Clendenin. Say 1-5-5. 1-5-5. Nothing under the pitcher column. Home run king. He is a home run king. Don Clendenin. Home run to center field. Walk-off home run. Don Clendenin. Pinch hit. 3-run home run. Gives the Mets the victory. And the Shea crowd, let's see how, or the ones that are still here, because most of them filed out in around the end of the 7th inning when the score was 8-1 Mets. They did not expect the Expos to come back and score 8 runs in the last 2 innings and take the lead 9-8 in the bottom of the 9th. What a game this is. I mean, tremendous, tremendous game. Very, very detail rich. Cleon Jones led off the bottom of the 9th for the Mets with a single. This is against the closer for the Expos, McGinn. Dan McGinn. Charles walks. Actually, Charles walks. So it's first and second. Oh, or did I? Oh, no, I that was an A. That goes, I've got to put the A there. Yeah. So, Duffy Dyer pinch hit for Charles. It's a very light hitting third baseman. And he walked. So that's first and second. Kranepool batted for himself. And he flied out to left, deep to left. And then up came the pinch hitter, Don Clendenin, pinch hit for Jerry Grody. And he hammered one over the fence on a 1-5-5 roll, because he's a home run king, over the center field fence. And the Shea crowd is jubilant. What a game. I'm speechless. The Mets score 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win the game by a score of 11-9. The Mets had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 hits. 11 runs on 14 hits, and let me see if they had an error. And no errors. And The Expos had 9 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 hits and 1 error. So I got to show you this. And let's write down Seaver's stats. Seaver went 6 1/3 of an inning, 6 1/3. Let's see, that was so that was the 7th inning. No, he went 7 1/3, 7 1/3. No decision. 7 1/3. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. 1, 2, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. He walked 1, 2, 3 walks, and he struck out 7. Gave up 1 home run to Rusty Staub. That's really all. And we're gonna next time, the next game in the Seaver Experiment, I will show what he did in the actual game. And let me show the scorecard here, so you can see what a crazy game this was. And it is 1:15. I started at the bottom there at 12:05, so it took me an hour and 10 minutes. I go to work late tomorrow, so I can hang around and do this. And there you go. That's how I run my scorecard. As you can see, it's kind of easy to pick out who the pitchers were at different times. Now, I started off, there's a section there where I got a deep blue. That's because it was too deep, too dark, and I couldn't read some of the pencil mark like here. So then I went to my light blue, which I'm going to use. I'm not going to use that blue in the highlighter version. So I'm using colored pencils and highlighters, but here you have Seaver stats for this game. He went 7 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 1 home run. And I'd like to pull up. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull up. Look at this a second. I'm going to pull up his stats. Seaver. And I'm going to write them in there. MLB stats. '69. So let me see if I can pull him for 1969. All right, so I'm not going to be able to pull that up right now. I have it on my phone, and I will fill it in, and we'll talk about it next time tomorrow. I'm going to try to play another game tomorrow, set about 9 p.m. or so. I have to go to work, so I'm not going to have all the energy that I had today. I played 3 games today. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the game and had a great time with History Maker Baseball. And we're involved in the Seaver Experiment, and that's it for tonight. So like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll share this so to remind people it's out there, and try to keep up. I'm going to try to play a game every night if it's possible until baseball season. After that, my son plays varsity, so then we have to be out there. I'll be out there spending a lot of time watching him play, so I won't be able to play as many games. But right now, right before spring training, I can get as many games as possible, especially it's so cold out. It's, I think, 10 degrees out for South Texas. San Antonio, that's pretty cold, 10 or 20 degrees, something to that effect. All right, guys, have a good night and take care. Hope you enjoyed the game. Final score. The Expos, the Mets 11, Expos 9. The Mets had 11 runs, 14 hits, no errors, and the Expos had 9 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. Take care now.